This is Irene Gara with Yummy Life with Irene. Thank you again for joining us for a brand new video. Guys, today I'm very excited because I've just arrived home from picking my kids. They go to school in high school out of Nairobi. So we've just gotten home, and they've just been in school. They haven't been eating very yummy food. So today I want to spoil them. I want to make a sumptuous dinner for them. So guys, I decided, let me make you part of this so that you're able also to know what I'm going to make for my babies today. Guys, today I'm going to make barbecued pork ribs with a serving of sauteed spinach. They love spinach, and some ugali, because they love ugali that is made from home. So guys, let me introduce you to the ingredients. Here I have the ingredients that we are going to do to make pork ribs with. I have apple cider vinegar. If you don't have apple cider vinegar, you can swap it with white vinegar, distilled vinegar. We have balsamic vinegar. I love the taste of balsamic vinegar. We have some dark soy sauce and some sugar, some Spanish paprika. When I'm doing barbecue and baking, I don't use the iodized salt. I use pink Himalayan salt, and you will know, I will explain to you why later. We need ketchup, tomato ketchup, a small saucepan, and have a kilo of 1 kilo of pork ribs, or 2 pounds of pork ribs, and it has been sitting in brine solution from last night, and I'm removing the cling film. Guys, when you're making barbecue, so that your meat does not go very dry and not juicy, you need to let your barbecue stay maybe in a 24-hour brine solution. And how I made my brine, I took a liter of cold water, I put it in a saucepan. I put a liter of cold water in a saucepan. I put 2 bay leaves and a teaspoon or a tablespoon of peppercorns, black pepper, a tablespoon of coriander seeds, and 3 cloves of garlic. I did not mash my garlic. I just pricked it so that it can be, it can dissolve in the brine solution. After that, I put a tablespoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of sugar in the brine solution. I put it on the fire and I let it come to a perfect boil. After it boiled, I switched off the heat and I let it cool completely. So I soaked my meat, my pork, in the brine solution when the brine solution was cold, not hot. So it has been sitting in the fridge, wrapped in cling film. And guys, we need to remove this now because we can't cook with this. Throw that in the dustbin. So I would recommend you go to the butchers or where you buy your meat products from. You get a full rack of ribs. Oops, messy. Let me hold them well. It's a clean. Yeah, you need to get rid of all the liquid, that is the brine solution. Using a plate, I'm going to put my pork ribs there and discard the brine solution because you can't use it again. You can tell it's bloody. So we keep that aside. I'm going to sieve it and pour it in the sink. Then I'm going to take a knife, a sharp knife, and score my pork. Just score. You remember pork has some fat, So that is what I'm trying to score, because if I don't score it and I put it in my barbecue, when I'm barbecuing, it is going to cringe up. So that fat is what I'm trying to score, and I'm scoring it square wise, just scoring on top. Then using kitchen napkins, I'm going to get rid of all the water that is on top. I'm going to pat dry my meat with a clean kitchen towel. Yeah. Remember, guys, clean hands are chef's best friend. Yeah. So we turn this because we also need to remove all the water solution. I think I'll need more napkins. You need it very, very dry, because guys, we are going to marinate this meat in a barbecue sauce that I'm going to show you how to make right now. So we are getting rid of all the water so that the barbecue sauce will be able to stick to your meat. Good. That is dry now. So we're going to keep that aside. And in a saucepan, let me wipe here. It's a messy kitchen. In a saucepan, I want us to use half a cup, measuring cup. I'm going to do quarter. I want to use the same cup. I don't want to use quarter, half, and full. Guys, I don't want to dirty all my cups, my measuring cups. So I'm just going to use this 1 cup. I'm going to put quarter of a cup of oil. Remember, this is pork that we are making, and pork is quite oily. So I'm going to do quarter of a cup of apple cider vinegar. Quarter of a cup of the dark soy sauce. The reason why I started with oil is because it will make everything else not to stick inside. That is why I started with oil. Then I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, and it's quite tangy. The reason why I love using balsamic vinegar, I'm not a fan of burnt garlic. And in this recipe, it calls for putting like 3 chopped cloves, minced cloves of garlic. And I don't like doing that because I don't like burnt garlic. That is why I've substituted balsamic vinegar with garlic. Then we are going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar, a teaspoon of Spanish paprika, half a tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt, and then we're going to do a full cup, half a cup. Yeah, the measuring cup is half a cup of tomato ketchup. So what I do is using my my kitchen brush, I'm going to mix my ingredients together in a saucepan. So this is going to make our meat to be more tender because of the vinegars that we have used. It's going to make our meat to be sweet because of the sugar and the tomato ketchup. And our spices are going to complement the spices that we had brined the meat in. That is the pork. So guys, this looks like it's a lot, yeah, but I'll show you a secret once we've done marinating our meat. So guys, make sure that your marinade is well mixed. Using my kitchen brush, I'm going to smear the pork ribs with my marinade using my brush. That is why using a kitchen brush is really good, because it will make you brush the marinade inside the crevices. Everywhere will be marinated. Guys, don't skip on the marinade. Marinate also the bone. And guys, always, this is a chef's secret. If you're going to do any barbecue, it is best to do it on the bone, yeah, because the bone makes it very juicy. Yeah, so that is the bottom. I need us to flip it. And marinate the top side, the meaty side. You remember guys, we scored our pork ribs, yeah. Let me get a kitchen towel. So we marinate the top. Very well. And guys, if you don't have a kitchen brush, you can go the fingers way. You can use your fingers and your hands to marinate it, but I find that quite a messy job. Imagine if you're doing like a full hog, a full pork, I mean a full pig for functions, and you're doing it by hands. It's not very clean and professional. So it's best to invest in some kitchen gadgets and tools, yeah. Guys, our marinade is well coated. I'm going to keep my marinade aside, and using my kitchen napkins, my paper napkin, I'm going to clean this, because I need this to go marinate for like half an hour. Remember, the brine solution was 24 hours brining, so we can get away with marinating the marinade for only 30 minutes. So guys, I'm going to use foil paper. Remember, this is quite messy, and I also don't want to spoil the good order of my clean fridge. So using a foil paper, I'm going to foil this. and keep it in the fridge, guys. Let me put it in the fridge for like 30 minutes. Then guys, I'm going to see you after 30 minutes. Guys, we are going to take our marinated pork and keep it in the fridge for 30 minutes for everything to blend in very well and marinate. Then after 30 minutes, guys, we are going to start this on barbecue immediately, because I need to get supper ready for my kids. And guys, see you after 30 minutes. We do the barbecue. We are back. It's been around 40 minutes, and we want to check on our pork ribs. Wow, they've marinated very well. So guys, at this point, you can barbecue in your oven. You can barbecue on an open fire, that is with charcoal. But guys, I'm a chef and I love investing in gadgets. So I have a gadget that I bought some time back once I traveled out of the country, and it's called Hallowave. Hallowave is what do I say? It's an electrical barbecuer, and that's what we're going to barbecue our pork with. So guys, we take all the meat. You can tell even the juices are quite thick. Bone facing down, and the pork meat facing up. We are going to put it in our barbecue dish and put it on its stand. Then guys, I'm going to put my lid. Hallowave is I've had it now for several years, and it uses halogen bulbs, yeah, to cook. So guys, I've connected my Hallowave to the power, and before I set it on, I'm going to do my settings for the timer. I want it first to cook the meat side on 30 minutes. So I'm setting it at 30 minutes. And again, I want it to cook at an average of 175 degrees Celsius or 348 Fahrenheit using my arrow. So the timer is on. How I get it on is just pushing the lid down like that, and it starts cooking. So guys, I'm going to come back after 30 minutes. I'm going to give it an interval about 15 minutes. I come baste it on top again with our marinade. Then after that, give it another 15 minutes on the top side, then flip on the bone side and cook that for 15 minutes, because that side is not very meaty. Then after that, we are going to test it and see whether it is ready. So guys, see you later. The 15-minute mark. So I lift the lid, and how you take care of your Hallowave is you sit the lid on a kitchen towel so that it does not come into contact with cold stuff. It might crack the lid. So we want to baste our pork. You can tell that it's cooking very well, it's barbecuing very well. The reason why we are basting We want our meat to remain very, very tender. And also we want the juices of the marinade to sink in the meat, so that our meat will be very flavorful and very yummy. So guys, you can tell, since I scored the pork skin, it is not pulling together. Yeah, it's cooking. Okay, so that's basting. So we put the lid back and push it down to continue cooking for another 15 minutes. Then from there is when we will flip to the bone side, because you see this side will have cooked. Then from the bone side is when you're going to test to see whether the meat is done. Yes guys, so see you after 15 minutes guys. Gone off. Remember guys, this surface is really hot, both for the bowl and the lid, so you have to be very careful using our clippers. We want to turn our pork ribs so that they can cook on the other side. This thing is really hot. Whoa. It's okay guys. So we flip it so that the bone side can also cook. Yeah guys, once you flipped it, we need to baste it with the marinade, because we also want this side to cook through. My dear guys, I wish you can smell the aromas coming from my pot. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I'm really hungry. So guys, you baste your pork very well with the marinade. Yeah, then because this is the bone side and it doesn't have too much of meat, we are going to add already added the temperature or the Fahrenheit. We are cooking at 225 right now, so I'm just going to give it a timer of 15 minutes. Bring the lid down for it to cook. It's like I'm basting it in my saucepan. So guys, let that cook, then we'll come back after 15 minutes. the 15 minutes are over for cooking the pork ribs, the bone side. And guys, I can tell it's getting ready because it's even starting to peel from the meat. And I wish you could smell this. Oh my god. So guys, now we are going to, the back is already cooked, so we are going to flip it the last time, baste it the last time on top. We just want the sugars in the marinade to caramelize on top of my pork skin and the fat, and also to get it well done. Remember guys, this is pork. You cannot serve it rare, so you have to cook it through very well. Yeah, so we are heading to the finishing now. So another 15 minutes and it's going to be ready for it to cook through. So guys, we are going to give it another 15 minutes on still on the same 225 degrees Fahrenheit for it now to finish cooking. After that guys, we are going to serve. So see you after 15 minutes. So guys, we finished basting our pork with the marinade that we had made, and since it's a lot, we cannot throw away this marinade. So I've put it on the gas burner on very low heat because I want it to cook through, so that even I can smell it right now because it's a bit stinging in my nose. The balsamic and the apple cider vinegar can cook through, and the soy sauce. And guys, this barbecue sauce also stores very well in the fridge. So I'm just on very low heat cooking it through. Then I'm going to put it in an airtight container, let it cool, store it in the fridge. And I can use it in so many ways. When I'm making maybe sandwiches in the morning for breakfast, for the sandwiches not to be very dry, I can put a tablespoon of the marinade, the barbecue marinade, inside the sandwich, and that will be really yummy. So don't throw it away. That is why we mixed it in a saucepan. We didn't want to mix it in a plastic bowl or anything, or in a dish. So guys, I can smell, there's no pungent smell of the vinegar. So this is cooked through. You can tell it's even become thicker. Yeah, so this will only cool down. Then I will be able to transfer it. I switch off my gas. I'll be able to transfer it now to a dish, so that I can use it to make any other thing that I want yummy. Yeah guys, so let this cook, cool down as you're waiting for our pork. It's almost at like 4 minutes away for it to be ready, so that we can do the serving. See you guys in 4 minutes. Guys, our time is up, and I'm switching off my hello wave. And I know we are hungry, but what happens is when you carve your meat or your pork and it hasn't rested, all the juices that are inside are going to run. So what we do is we get a double sheet of foil. And put it on a flat surface. We take a chopping board, a clean chopping board, we put it in the middle. So this is where we are going to rest our meat and cover it with the foil so that it can rest for say 10 minutes, so that when I cut it through, it won't run. Guys, look at that. Yeah, it's juicy, because you can tell it's juicy. You can tell because it's dripping. Guys, my granddaughter is making noise. I think she's hungry. And you can tell the meat is well done because the bone is almost getting ripped from the meat. So we're going to cover this with the foil, and I like resting it on top of a chopping board because remember we'll have to carve it, and it's already on top of a chopping board. So this will make the meat not go cold and the juices not to run. So this will rest for like 10 minutes on the side here. I want to get my plate ready for service so that we can serve. So let's wipe this clean. And guys, I'm serving my pork ribs. My kids love our African cake or the Kenyan cake, which is called ugali, with a helping of sauteed spinach. So I mold my ugali with this, and I get a nice round for one serving. So I want us to serve the sauteed spinach. It's ready. So a scoop of my sauteed spinach. Guys, I'll show you a video of how to make my sauteed spinach. That's another video coming. Guys, I want to go set my table because when this is a special occasion, my kids are from school, so I want to set a table for them. I do the cutlery, I do the glasses. So guys, by that time my meat will have rested. Then I'll come back so that we carve, and we carve the meat, then we can taste, guys. So see you in like 5 minutes. So guys, today is a special occasion because my babies are home from school. I've missed them. I want to go set up my dining table. I want to set a table up for them. They are sleeping right now. So by the time they wake up, I know they'll find the table set. I want just to surprise them so that they know their mother had really missed them. And by that time, when I'm finishing setting the table in like 5 minutes, the pork will have settled down. So when we carve it or cut through, it won't run. So guys, see you in 5 minutes. We are coming to do this. Let me go set the table. Guys, I've set the table and I'm getting my knife ready for carving. I know my knife will go through the pork like butter because it's well done. Let me wipe this. So guys, now we are unwrapping our pork. We want to carve it. I like serving any barbecue on a chopping board and on foil paper, so that even if the juices will run, it won't spoil my table cloth or anything. Guys, let's cut this. It's so well done that it's cutting through like butter. I'm not even pressing my knife. Yeah, so let's do this. Wow, you can tell the pork is well done. So guys, let me serve a portion of my meat. I still want to cover this so that my kids can get ready to do supper. So let's cover this for it not to go dry. I just take it to the dining like this. My people, this is the way we eat ugali. Remember, clean hands are a chef's best friend. We pinch our ugali. Yeah. We pinch it also again. We scoop the barbecue with our fingers and a bit of the sauteed spinach. Very nice. Guys, let me show you our pork barbecue. It is so soft and juicy and succulent. Guys, guys, come join us for supper. And hope you're going to make this at home and enjoy it. Remember, guys, always with God, you are loved, you're treasured, and you're so amazing. Guys, let me go take supper with my babies, and see you in my next videos. Bye, guys.